Good afternoon. Today is the 7th of November and this is part 7 of the slightly Shambolic shuffle around the 2025 Lancaster Insurance Classic Motor Show here at the NEC in Birmingham. I do apologise in advance if I get things wrong, which has happened consistently through the last 6 parts. We've got to go up to 22 parts, something like that, so that's just the way it goes in this channel. If I fall over, if I get interrupted by announcements, I'm afraid, well, just the way it goes. So we'll start in Hall 8 now, so we've gone right from one end of the show to the other, from Hall 2 to Hall 8. And this is mainly where all the Fords are. Lots of Fords. Definitely. So if you don't like Ford, it's probably not this hall for you. So we'll start off at the Mark II Ford Cortina Owners Club. Yeah. And we just get through the crowd here. My gosh, there's a lot of people in here. A 1967 1300 Deluxe that has been, well, modified, shall we say, with a YB Cosworth engine, rebored to 2.1 litres. I mean, I personally quite prefer the standard cars, but that's it's in very nice condition, isn't it? This one's obviously being restored, this 4-door model here. And we've got just had a V8 in it or something. Another 1300 Deluxe. 5.2 litre Plymouth Barracuda engine, because why not? Of course, there's the old Savage Cortina that was an Essex V6 and these wasn't there back in the day. But that is even more powerful than the Savage. Then we've got this best of both Oz Old meets new 1500 Super that has an engine from a Focus ST170 in it, producing a lot more power than the standard 1500 pre-crossflow, I imagine, that used to be in this. Actually, it was quite sympathetically done with, because the rocker cover's been coloured to match the paintwork of the car. Next, some Mark III Cortinas. Got this one here, which is a 3-litre Essex one. It's South African import or something like that. I don't think we got these in this country officially, did we? Interesting. Yeah, it's probably an import. Yeah, 3000 XE, yes, be South African one. Quite like the sort of garish nature of the paintwork on this. It's extraordinary, isn't it? Right, just get back here so we actually film it without getting killed by passers-by. Facelift one, 7475. Next we've got this thing, which looks, I don't know, very sort of custom. It's quite a basic model then, with the just twin headlamps like this. But it's still a V6, a 2.5 V6. Is that a South African import as well? And then we've got a 1600 GT from 1970-71 on a J. That estate is N again, so 7475. And then 7475, we've got a 2000E. Oh, yes, please. We like the 2000E, viewers. Very, very nice in here. Gosh, something with the steering wheel. Maybe it's a cover to protect the dash or something like that. Yeah. That was extraordinary, viewers. It's not as many Fords in here as I thought. Maybe because of the fact that Hall 2 is basically taken up by the auction, we've had to put some other clubs in here as well. Midlands Mini Club needs you. There's Alicus Agonis himself, there we are. Say hello to Alicus Agonis. So this is a Capri estate, it would have been this originally, sort of 1970-71 on a J. But presumably with a 1225 GT engine in it now. Next we've got this thing here. Both made a simulated automatic. One is factory standard, one is customised, your owner's taste. The beauty of owning classic Mini is you can have it exactly how you want it to be. Okay, so yeah, this is sort of 95 around that, to Mark 6. Automatic Minis are quite rare. There's not a lot of them around, really, compared to the manuals. This one here was a little bit earlier. It's a Mini City Auto. And there's the original invoice, came from Wallasey. Presumably, like, can't read that
Yeah, that's why, yeah.
What's the date on here? Oh, August 92. Okay, first was 92, so it's a very early K plate. Yeah, very standard. You've got the right wheel trims on it. That's impressive, that, actually. Quite like that, viewers. I mean, I prefer a Mayfair, but that's just me. Right, now we have an Escort Mark IV. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise we did the 3-door Mark IV estate. I've never seen one before. Wow, that's rare. And that's before you get to the modifications of it. Crazy. Having an Escort Cosworth 4x4. Yeah. Relatively late one with the airbag. That's a lot of money, isn't it? So's this. Oh, we've been to the auction now, viewers. We know how much these are worth, which is a lot of money. This is an 1100 Popular that's been altered. 2.8 Capri Bilstein legs, Lotus Cortina wheels. It's got a 2 Pinto in it, which is not a bad idea, but it's got Type 9 gearbox in here. Quite early actually for an Escort, it was 68. And then again, look at this. Is this a South African import or something? Did they make the Escort? You said they made a vans. Oh yeah, it is. It's a Bantam. Okay. This example was purchased in 2025. I wonder what year this is. I don't know. Look at the seat in there. It's a bench seat. Wow. Very late Mark II Escort. Is this an RS2000 with like a wide body pack on it? Yeah, it's an RS2000. We've got some big arches on this. It's been 1980. Fortunately, there's no information sheet on here, but this has obviously been modified at some point. That's probably a very valuable car, isn't it? And yes, so is this Mark II RS. This would be worth a lot of money. So an RS 500 in particular, they're worth up to sort of £40,000 to £50,000 now for nice ones of these. Yeah, we can look and not touch. That's not a problem. We're doing that most of the day anyway. Yeah. Superb. And then we've got a Mark I Focus RS. Now these are very, very rare. I believe they were virtually all in this colour as well from memory. They were like 2003, 2004 only actually from memory. And then another very valuable old Ford, this Ford Sierra RS Cosworth hatch, be sort of 87, I think that's when they finished for good. But it's not a 500, it's just a standard one. I think this is Moonstone Blue from memory. Better not touch that because we won't go anywhere near it. And then an Escort RS Turbo, it's a Series 2 RS Turbo. Looks like it's a late one if it's got an H plate on it. It'd be a 1990. You can't have a car with a plate that's newer than it, so presume that is a 1990. Much more common in white, I think, with those. I could be wrong. So you've got an RS Cosworth, Sapphire Cosworth, Trimoco in Dunstable. I presume this is a concourse one, otherwise you wouldn't have a mirror underneath it. I wonder if this is like entirely standard, this particular one. B.
I remember seeing that.
Then we've got another Mark II Escort. As we know, the best of these are very, very valuable. This one has a pre-facelift grille on it, so it's a little bit sort of incorrect slightly, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So I don't know what exactly that started life at, but that's very, very fast now. Okay, viewers, what do I say that hasn't been said? This 1974 Ford Consul 3000 GT is the actual car from the Sweeney. This is it. This is the one in the title sequence. It had an enormous restoration a few years ago. It's owned by a gentleman by the name of Mr. Shifter. He's had it a really, really long time. This is the original car. This is it. I'm not going to touch it because that wouldn't be the right thing to do. I actually spent some time as taxi, I believe, as far as I know. Yeah. Crazy car. Just not even any door mirrors. Presumably the full press department didn't specify those, so it doesn't have any. Let's move on, viewers, before we get too overwhelmed by emotion. Another Ford Escort Mark 1 two-door. It says Mexico on it. Is that a real Mexico? I don't know. Not sure. Let's have a look at this RS Turbo as well, since we're not likely to come down all this way again during the course of the show. Better make sure we film everything. There we go, Series 2 RS Turbo. This is a 1987 car, and that is exceptionally nice. Wow. It is in very nice condition indeed, very much sort of Series 3 of cat size. Okay, let's look at something a lot older now. Let's look at this Iota car. Is this a Zephyr or a Consul? That's a Zephyr. It's Iota. Be from about 52, as it says there. Then a Zephyr convertible. Excellent. It's a 54. I'm trying to fall over anybody here, views. It's a bit of hazard around here. It was, wow, it was originally in New Zealand. That's actually pretty lovely. It's very nice indeed. And you've got a bit of a customised one here. Another convertible. Probably on air ride or hydraulic suspension. It's a 53. It's got a 5.7 V8 Chevy engine in it. Gosh, it actually was sold in North Carolina. Crazy. Yeah, but hydraulic suspension. Another Zephyr. Used for rallying, apparently. Oh gosh. No, not rallying. That's not running at all, is it? That's on the drag strip. I wonder what on earth is under the bonnet of this thing. Ooh, yes. That'll do your quarter mile quickly, won't it? And then some Ford 100Es. This one's got a Nissan RB engine in it. How on earth you get a Nissan RB engine into one of these, I don't know, but someone's done it. And this thing's even more crazy, whatever's in here. Wow. Crazy. So it's a 59 Anglia 100E. It's one of these Ford Focus ST170 engines. So that's going to be a bit faster than the side valve that was originally in here then. Non-standard fuel tank, of course. This one is even more obviously a drag car, isn't it? So many. Right, time for some old school Fords. This one here. 1974 Mark 1 Escort 1300E. It's not that now. Modified by Alan Mann Racing, who also made Chitty Bang Bang. No, I'm not joking. They the ones who made Chitty Bang Bang. Alan Mann Racing. Very nice 1973 Cortina 2000 GXL recreation. (1978) Ford Escort RS 2000 with a facelift grille on it. (1967) Ford Cortina Mark 1, very late, but one of the absolute latest of the Mark 1s, because the Mark 2 was launched late '66. Saturn dealer, yeah, here we go. Saturn dealership prior to late registration, '67, and then another Escort two-door Mark 1. This one was built in '72. It's a twin cam rally car. And then we have the Ford Escort 1300, the Owners Club. Looks like there weren't that many colours available because two of them are this purple colour. I could be wrong though. The only one I've seen outside of the shows is also this colour. This is a pretty late one. It's a '74. There's something else on the horizon, but I don't know what. Another '74, this sort of gold one. Sorry, '75 this one is. Wow, so it's one of the very last of, I think the Mark IIs came out mid '75 from memory. I could be wrong. I can't remember so many things. Then we've got another '74 one here. I like this colour actually, I like that one. And then this is a '73. You get a Ford Aurora two-door. The two-door seems to be more common than the Ford for some reason. Right, Ford Cortina Mark II and the Owners Club Limited. Very nice. 1970 Cortina Mark II, this one, late one. Another 1970 here. This is actually a 600E. I think they have this sort of thing on the pillar. I think this is an E. Yeah. Very nice. And another one. Because why not? I'd never get tired of 600Es. 69 to 70. Then a Ford sort of racing Puma. I thought the racing Puma was blue. I could be wrong. And then we've got the thing you can do, which is take a Ford Courier van and put a Puma front end on it and put a Puma engine in it. Because why not? A couple of racing Pumas here. This one is a 2000. So yes, you've got quite a lot of power. I think it's 153 horsepower in racing Puma. Standard 1.7s were 123. I drove one of those years ago now. Capri 280 Brooklands, here we go. We've got three of them here. Last one I've ever seen them was on a G plate, registered in '89, but the production finished December '86, and these were the last Capris made, like a special edition. They were just known as the 280, but the colour is called Brooklands Green, and so this is what we tend to be known as, the Capri 280 Brooklands. As we know from having seen the auction, they're now worth a lot of money, as are these Fiesta Supersports. They're worth a lot of money too. These were only made, as far as I know, in about 1981. The only ones I've ever seen are on a W plate. I've never seen any others, as far as I remember. Could be maybe on an X, but I think they were all made in 1981. It's like a predecessor, really, to the XR2, but they are much rarer. Here is the back of one here. These ones, of course, are in absolutely superb condition. I wouldn't expect anything less from the Supersport register. And let's have a look at some more lovely Fords. XR3i. This is a Mark 5B. Driven a Mark 5B was 1.6 LX. It wasn't as exciting as this. You can see Mark 5B, you've got that grille. An XR3i Cabriolet in white, of course, because that was the colour these came in, really. So you get others, but the white one's iconic, isn't it? Very, very, very 80s. And then this is a just a Mark 5, Mark 5A. With some, I think those are Escort Cosworth wheels. I think it's wrong. It's a 92, that one would be. And then another white XR3i. 8889 on an F, and there is the engine. The old CVH. A lot of you now will be feeling exceptionally nostalgic, and I wouldn't blame you for that whatsoever. Special edition Mark II Granada here, Granada Sapphire. There were others as well. Mr. Coleman, rubbish mechanic, who looks after all our cars. He's a Mark II Granada expert, and so he'll tell you more about this. These were sort of midway through the production of the pre-facelift Mark IIs. They lasted from 1977 to 81. This is a 79 with automatic transmission. I think on a lot of the 2.8s, the manual gearbox is actually an option. It came standard as an automatic, like this one. Yes, of course. We'll be discussing the professionals later. Granada 2.3L facelift, 82-83 on a Y. This one's an automatic. Of course, you could get a 5-speed manual in the 2.3 as well. It's a relatively low spec one. The L was mainly the sort of lowest, but I think you could get like a base model Granada as well without an L, but generally the lowest spec of the facelift one I think was L. And then a lovely, lovely Granada coupe. I've seen this before. The only specification offered in this country was a 3-litre gear with either a 4-speed manual or automatic like this one. You could technically get a 2-litre, but I've never seen one actually in the UK car. I've seen them for your German market cars and things, but generally it was the 3-litre. It was a standard one over here. Next, let's have a look at some Ford Escort Cosworth, because why not? We like the Escort Cosworth viewers. Ooh. Nice, this one is. Very nice. So, 1993, 1994 on an L. Next, this one. I wonder if it's a Ford press plate on this, or it just came from Bromley. Maybe it just came from Bromley. This is a bit of a later one. Yeah, we've got the airbag steering wheel, so sort of 94, 95 on an M. Whenever I think of a Cosworth, I think of this colour normally. So this one, 92, 93. I love the Escort Cosworth wheels. Obviously underneath it's a Sierra, just with an Escort body, so it means it's still longitudinally mounted engine rather than the Mark V, which obviously had a transverse engine. Capri Piranha, so Basil Green I think it was, the chap in South Africa who came up with the Piranha, which was you stick as large an engine as possible into a Ford and you see how it goes, which is his philosophy. In this case a 302 cubic inch V8 for a good time. All these are the same colour. I wonder if this Capri Piranha was only available in this colour. Answer the comment section below these, because I don't really know. I don't know at all. So this one is here we go, it's a 72. 5-litre Windsor V8 small block, 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds and piri piri red. Very appropriate. I'll have some piri piri when next time you get a Nando's. Right, a Taunus. Yeah. I forget what model Taunus this is. There were so many Taunuses. Unbelievable number of Taunuses, so I couldn't really tell you. It's a clone V6 here. It might well be actually. Okay, there's the brochure for this. Ford 12M up to 20M. Depending on the engine and other things. 20M station wagon, yeah, Taunus, 20M, 2300S, 2.3 clone V6. This is a 6768. What that's from? And then we've got a Taunus estate. It's not a mark for Cortina, it is a Taunus. Cortina name wasn't used in all countries, so everyone knows a Taunus, and they had a slightly different engine lineup. 7778 on an S. And then we've got another Taunus here. I can't remember what it's called now, this particular one. Oh, it's a 63 17 MP3. Now a Consul Capri. We like these viewers. We like those a great deal. Not a very long production run, 61, 64 only for these. And the Consul Classic that's over here was even less than that. 61, 63 only. It's one of the Ford's shortest ever production runs, I think, worldwide. So, a 1963 Ford Consul Classic. This is 1.5. It's one of the later ones. The 1.5 are the later ones. The earlier ones were the 1.3 1.34 engines. 1.34 it was. They weren't very good. Keep on top of the maintenance. Yeah, the rust on these was not good. It wasn't very good at all. It's one of the reasons they didn't last very long. They sort of came up with the Corsair quite quickly to replace the Consul Classic. The Capri wasn't directly replaced for a number of years. It lasted a little bit longer. It's very nice. A lot of cars look good on mini light wheels, don't they? A lot of them do. Right, let's have a look at some more Escorts. And destroyed it. There we go. These are, how do we put this, very, very valuable now, as we just found out at the auction. Incredibly so. So we better be careful and not get too close to it, because, yeah, let's not do that. And you can take it on little tour. I mean, my car was worth as much as an RT800, probably wouldn't be doing that, but, you know, there we go. Normally an RS plate, aren't they, seemingly? There we go, there is a supplementary tour guide, there we go. 75 to 77. I presume it was dropped then for the facelift in 78. Gosh, okay. And then we've got a Cosworth racing car. Presumably an 87 or something, that. And then an RS500 Cosworth. They're worth even more than standard ones. 87, 88 would be probably 87. I think that's when they finished at 87. More racing pedigree going on here, viewers. And then some more Mark II two-door Escorts. Let's have a look, shall we? Stay away from touching them because they're all covered in mirrors, so that's a sign you don't really touch them because people are very proud of them. This one 79 to 80 on a V. Facelift one. This is an early facelift, it'll be a 78 this one. Almost to the full professional spec, although that was a pre-facelift one, the one used in the professionals by Martin Shaw. 77 car. All of them are faceless then, actually. Car SOS, really. Again, a 79, like to 80, like this one. This one's appeared in a book. You see, with the early ones, like this P registration one, they came with a vinyl roof and a different grille. We'll look at the back of one of these. Why not? What? Little black panel there. Right, so look at some Corsairs, shall we? Almost missed them. Well, we won't do that though. Best of both worlds. Consul Corsair. Oh right, we've got a different engine in this one. It's a 64. Hybrid Z-Tech. Oh gosh. Silver top bottom, black top head. Wow. Okay. 64 this one as well. Let's have a look and see what model this is. Interesting styling with these. They're not actually worth as much money as a lot of the classic Ford Corsairs. Don't know why. This one's called Greta. Crayford Airflow. 2000E automatic. Yeah, okay. Crayford Airflow. Why would you want that? I don't know. I'm pleased somebody decided to have it though back in '64. Anyway, I think that's it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment below. And we shall see you in part 8 for even more incorrect information.